If you're a marketer or digital analyst and want to install marketing analytics code much faster in your website or your client website, such as Google Analytics 4 tags or Google's conversion tracking tags, so Google Tag Manager is exactly what you need. And in this video, I'm going to show you what is Google Tag Manager, how you can create this account, how you can set up Google Tag Manager in any of this website, track any key action like lead from submit, and how to send this data analytics platform or marketing platform. So let's try it. So what is actually Google Tag Manager? Google Tag Manager a way or a platform which through you can add any of this marketing analytics platform code directly to your website without asking developer. Like without Google Tag Manager, every single marketing platform tag, which is like Google Ads conversion tracking tag, you have to send first developer, or like Microsoft Clarity or Google Analytics 4 tag, you have to send first your developer. So developer asks you to like what is this code and how to implement that. So you just like guide them, or like process is much complex, and like sometimes developer take time to add this code, or for example you run campaign tomorrow, but developer take more than this time to add Google Ads conversion tracking tags. So you are running campaign, but actually your conversion are not tracking. So this kind of moment, actually Google Tag Manager is the best way to set up your marketing analytics platform tags. You have to just once add Google Tag Manager code in your website, and using Google Tag Manager you can set up any of this platform, any of this marketing analytics platform tracking. What is Google Tag Manager? So using Google Tag Manager you can set up your website under marketing and analytics platform code and install marketing analytics platform without asking developer. Let's say if you are not have installed Google Tag Manager in your website, and then if you need to add, like for example Microsoft Clarity code, or like you need to install a Google Analytics 4 code, or you have to add or track custom event in Google Analytics 4. So what you have to do, you have to just first go to developer and then ask developer to like add this code, and then developer ask you like where you need to add this code. Also developer have some like requirement, sometimes like they ask you why this code needed, or like multiple question. But if you install Google Tag Manager in your website, you have to do only connect Google Tag Manager with your website, and using Google Tag Manager you can set up Google Analytics 4, you can set up Google Ads conversion tracking, you can set up other tools such as Microsoft Clarity, Hardware, Facebook Pixel, conversion API, service tracking, anything. So without Google Tag Manager you cannot able to track this more smoothly, and always you have to go by a developer. So still, like if you also even have Google Tag Manager, sometimes you need developer help, but that's another uh, reason. But most of the case, like I could say 99% case, you don't need actually developer any help to track any key action in your website and then install this platform tag in your website. So let's see how we can set up, how you can create a Google Tag Manager account, how you can create a Google Tag Manager container, and then what is the Google Tag Manager interface, and then how can we send or like connect our marketing and analytics platform with our website using Google Tag Manager. So to create Google Tag Manager account, you have to go to tagmanager.google.com, and here's the URL. I will add this URL in the video description. So what you have to do, or like you have to just go to your browser, right in here like Tag Manager, and then just enter, and here you can see Google Tag Manager. So you have to click in here, and then here Google Tag Manager automatically redirect in your account. So here you have to click in here. If you already have any account, you will see in here the container name and account name available. But if you not have any account, so here you can see blank. So you have to click in here, create account, this button, and then here you can write your account name. For example, for my case, like GTM video, and then or like I can write in here like XYZ, like my company name, and then here you can like choose from here the country, and then if you want to share the data with Google Anonymous, so you just click in here. But in this case I just leave that, and then you have to write in here the container name. So here you can see container name like example www.mysite.com, but this is not required. You can write in here like your which actually help you to understand, okay, this is for this container. So for example, in my case I write like xyz web, because we now create web container. So to create a web container, click in here web, and then click in here create. And if you create for like iOS, you can choose from your iOS app, and then for Android app you can choose this one. For server you can choose the server container target platform. So just choose from here web, and then I have to click in here create, and then I have to agree with your Google term, agree with Google and GDPR terms and condition. I have to click in here yes, and then once I click in here yes, my account would be created. And then so I already have account in exactly the same name. So I just go back workspace. So once you create account, you have to install Google Tag Manager in your website. So like in my case, you can say like this kind of an error, but in your case, you can see in here everything is, I mean, blank or not any issue in here. So what we have to do is we have to install Google Tag Manager with our website. Connect Google Tag Manager with our website, you have to click in here the GTM code, and then once you click in here the code under what's showing here, so Google Tag Manager provide you like a pop-up window open, and then here provide some guideline. So step one is we have to copy this code from here. You can just click in here and it's automatically copy in your clipboard, and then we have to add this code in our website head section. So if you have like Shopify, WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, or like Framer or any kind of custom made website, you have to do just a single thing. This is the same process work for every website, which is you have to copy this code and then paste in your website, paste on your website head section all page. So I just copy this code and then I go to my website backend, and then this is Framer website. So I have to go to first, like for example, here's the home page, and if I could go back, so I have to go to settings in here, and then from settings I have to click in here um, general, and then if I scroll down here you can see like custom code. So in the custom code here you can see end of head section head tag. So just paste this code in here. So Google Tag Manager code, according to Google Tag Manager requirement, I add this code in my website head section. So for WordPress, it should be like theme file editor and header.php file under, or for Shopify, it should be like theme file editor under. There is a folder which is called theme.liquid file. Okay, so yep, once you add this code in your website, main thing is head section, and you have to just click in here save. Okay, so and click in here publish, update. Awesome. So now if I could go back, if I could click in here this domain, and then here you can see this domain is open. So to test my Google Tag Manager is properly add with my website or like properly connected with my website, I have to copy this link of my website. I have to go back to the Tag Manager, and then I have to click in here preview. So once I click in here preview, let me reload. Okay, so once I click in here preview, so here you can see Google Tag Manager Tag Assistant open. I have to paste in here the website URL, click in here connect. So here you can see Tag Assistant connected, and if I could go back in here Tag Assistant window, here you can see Google Tag Manager connected, all of this code, all of this data in available in here. So here you can see a bunch of data, but I'll explain you what is data, what data we need when time. Okay, so in here you can see Tag Manager is properly connected, and if your Google Tag Manager not connected, you can you see in here like Tag Assistant like that. Tag Manager not connected like this. Here you can see like Google Tag GTM code not found. So now what you have to do is we have to we already like connect Google Tag Manager with our website. So for example, now we will install Google Analytics 4 with our website, but we not have to now install this code like we not have to directly install this code in our website backend. We can now do that using Google Tag Manager. So if I could introduce with you what is actually the interface: tag, trigger, variable, and folder and template. So tag is actually will send any data to any platform, we have to create a tag. And then trigger is like a promise or like a condition like whenever the promise fulfill, or like whenever the condition is fulfilled, then this is the trigger is fire. For example, my aim is reach out like 1,000 view, or like my aim is like send my website in this. For example, my aim is whenever a user click in here this button, and then I want to send this button click data to my Google Analytics 4, so I can report like how many user click on this button. So the trigger would be when the user click on here the button, not any others only button, exactly this button. So that is called actually trigger. Variable is like here you can see a name, book a call. Here should be here will be like different name, or like here you can see like multiple name different based on user or browser. So you want to actually send this text, like the text you want to send with the button click event. So for that we have to create a we have to create a variable which pull the text data and then send with the trigger. So let's say in practical, so let's say for example now I will connect Google Analytics 4 with my website. So for that I have to go to Google Analytics 4, and I have to create Google Tag Manager. I'll create a Google Tag Manager new container. So for that I have to click in here. So I already have Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics 4 account. That's why you can see in here like it's directly go my account under. So for example I will create a new account. So for that I just change my Chrome profile. I have to go to I have to write in here Google Analytics 4, enter. If I go back here, you can see Google Analytics 4 developer documentation. Here you can see Google Analytics 4 Google Analytics tool and solution for big businesses. So you have to click in here and then click in here get start today. So now it will redirect me on Google Analytics for interface. Here you can say not have any accounts. I have to click in here start measuring to create account. And here I have to again write my account name. For example, again XYZ. You can write in here your account name. For demo purposes, just add in here the example name. So if you want to share this data with Google platform, you can just choose from here Google product and service, and then click on next, and then write the property name is like XYZ GA4. So Google Analytics 4 short name is GA4. You can choose from here the currency, you can choose from here the time, and you can also choose from here the reporting time zone, and then click in here next. And then you have to choose from here your business category. For example, for my case this is shopping, and then you can choose from here the business size and next. And you can choose from here those like now here you can see like generate lead, drive sales, and understand web and or IF traffic or other stuff like that. Here you can see, so you have to just choose from here what you want to see this data. Just choose everything, and I just click in here create, and I have to agree with Google terms, accept their terms and condition. So you can see we successfully create a Google Tag Manager property. So now Google Analytics for property. So now we have to create a platform. For example, in this case setup for our website. So we choose from here web, and then paste in here your university URL. So in my case, the website URL is that. And you have to add the website URL without HTTPS, and then write in here your website name. For example, I paste in here the website URL, click in here create and continue, and then I have to click in here next. So here you can see Google Analytics would provide us some tracking code, like they recommend that to add this code in our website head section. So if you not connect Google Tag Manager with your website, so what you have to do is you have to directly add this code with your website head section, or you have to send this code to your developer. Or so developer can take time to add this code, review this code, and ask you some question, which is actually time consuming. And so now you already connect Google Tag Manager, so you not have to send and this code developer. So you have to just what you have to do to connect Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics 4 with your website. You have to go to Google Analytics 4. So you have to go to Google Tag Manager, and then you have to click in here tag. So here you can see some tag, just ignore that, and then you have to click in here new. In your case, you can see in here blank, and then you have to click in here new, and then tag configuration, click in here, and then choose from here Google Analytics 4, choose from here Google Tag. And then what I have to do is we have to go back Google Analytics 4, and we have to copy this Google Analytics 4 measurement ID. So in your case, if you not see like this measurement ID, what you have to do, you have to go back, and then you have to click in here next and continue to home. So if in your case you can see like that, like not an Google Analytics 4 tag, so you have to click in here admin and data stream, and you have to click in here the data stream you have, and then we have to copy this measurement ID. So go back to Google Tag Manager and add this tag ID in here, and then write in here the tag name, for example Google Analytics 4, and the trigger is all page, because I want to send data to my Google Analytics 4 whenever a user visit my website any page, not any specific page. Okay, so like that's why writing here like all page. So this tag is for Google Analytics 4 tag, and the trigger is all page. So Google Analytics 4 all page. So clicking here save. So now Google Analytics 4 is properly connected with our website without adding any Google Analytics 4 tag in our website backend. So we can do that using just only GTM, Google Tag Manager. So next, what I have to do is, like, for example, we will verify is this still properly connected or not. So for that, I have to click in here preview, and I have to connect this with Google Tag Manager Tag Assistant with my website. Here you can see it's connected properly, and if I could look at here you can see tag fire under, and here you can see Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics 4 all page tag fire one time. So if I now click in here Google Analytics 4, and if I now click in here you can see this is fire properly. If you could click in here initialization, you can see tag fire, and success. So to more verify, we can go to Google Analytics 4, we can go like admin, and then debug view on the data display under. If I now click in here, it takes some time to show this data in debug view under. So debug view under, actually you can see like real time in data. If you like, we are now debugging, so to see debugging data you have to go to debug view. So this is different window under, that's why here I not see, but I should be see this data after some time. Real time overview, if I could go to real time overview under, yeah. So here now I am in the real-time overview, and real-time overview under here you can see Google Analytics 4 receiving some data. So that's when Google Analytics 4 actually properly connected with our website. So now I'll say what is actually trigger and what is variable. So for example, now I want to track whenever a user click in here book a call. So if I now click in here book a call, here you can see a click event in my, this is called event. Whatever you see in here, this is called event. So in Google Tag Manager Tag Assistant, here you can see click event I find. And then if I could click in here variable, here you can see some variable capture this data like page URL, page referral, host, and others data. So now what I have to do is I have to go to variable at first, or I have to go to trigger. I will create a trigger when a user click in here, this button. So for that, I just go to trigger, and then I'll create a new trigger which is called. If you could go to trigger, here you can see multiple trigger option. From here you choose all element click, and then click in here save, and then all element one, click in here save again. You could also rename this trigger. Like for example, I rename this trigger all element one to um, click book a call button. Click in here save, and then I have to click in here tag. Before I create a tag, I have to go back to variable, because variable capture actually this info like button text or like others every info, and trigger actually just only a specific condition. And we will have in here some built-in variable, also use a different variable. So in built-in variable, some built-in variable are already enabled in here. To enable all of this variable, you have to click in here configure. You have to choose from here like those code, those, you have to enable everything. If you could also scroll down here, you can see click related some variable. So you have to just enable this tick box, and then those are enabled. So now let's make another preview. Okay, so